And you mentioned home runs. I'll tell you who didn't hit a home run and got a strikeout was Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua with the promotion of the Dillian Whyte fight, which was canceled over the weekend 1 week prior to the fight when Dillian Whyte allegedly failed a drug test. And I texted you and Rob and I said, something just smells fishy here. I'm certainly not defending anyone for a doping violation. But it just seems like, I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit of a conspiracy theorist and this isn't an accusation. I'm just saying something seems fishy. That Conor Benn, Chris Eubank fight gets canceled right before allegedly ticket sales were crap. Then Ben, I think he's been cleared of any wrongdoing. Now the Dillian Whyte fight, the ticket sales are supposedly bad for this. This fight gets canceled because of a drug test. I don't know. I'm just giving an alternative view, something to think about. Are these people failing these drug tests or what's going on? Because I said to you guys, it would be incredibly stupid, and no one's ever accused some fighters of being like brainiacs, but it would be incredibly stupid and irrational to test positive 1 week before a fight versus 8 to 10 weeks out when you enter the voluntary pool.
Did you forget about some guy named Big Baby or whatever his name is? What's his name?
But I feel like Big Baby, I think, was just so brazen and blatant. He tested positive for as soon as he failed the test.
What did he do? He blew a $5 million payday with against Joshua.
More because Ruiz stepped in, beat him, and then got $13 million for the next fight.
Yeah, so more.
They also, as soon as he tested positive, they announced everything he tested positive for. There was no doubt it was like testosterone, growth hormone, EPO. This one, they're like, an adverse finding. Okay, maybe. But Dillian Whyte is in a voluntary pool that he's paying for, voluntary testing. If you were going to test positive, it would make so much more sense biologically or pharmacologically to test positive when you enter the pool, assuming you would dope well before the fight and then come off it knowing you're in the pool. But to get busted for something 1 week prior, I'd love to know what all the tests were leading up to that.
Ken, you're giving them too much credit. You're giving them credit for being smart cheaters. Who said they're smart cheaters?
Something just seems fishy. Nevertheless,
I don't know. You have to
that's
bring.
Fair.
I don't know that you have to bring Clouseau and Colombo in for that.
That's fair.
Maybe that's.
I'm just giving something.
I don't know if he cheated, didn't cheat. All I know.
Something to consider. It's a weird.
I agree.
It's a weird occurrence.
Here's my take. It's off, right? Okay. Dirty drug test by Whyte. Another one. That has to be said.
That's it.
All right.
Those are facts.
Here's another fact. That's not the first time he tested dirty. A few years ago, I went to bat for this guy, Whyte. What was it?
That's right.
2 years ago, whatever. He failed a test.
That's right.
I said I believed in him. I went on our air and gave him a chance to prove himself. And I can't remember all the details, but I think he was vindicated at least on one of the charges. I don't know how many times he actually wound up being charged or whatever, but I thought he got vindicated on at least one of them. I like to always put it all out there, not just one side. But here's the story here for me. Who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry, but who cares about this fight?
Who cared about the fight when it was announced?
Who cared about this fight? I don't care.
Totally unnecessary.
I don't care if he's eating freaking Kellogg's sugar frosted flakes with Tony the Tiger, and Tony the Tiger is his corner man. I don't care. I don't care about this fight. The Whyte was destroyed by Fury not too long ago. Why he got a win afterwards, I get it. But he was destroyed. He was knocked out by. He's also been knocked out by Joshua some years ago. I know he's improved. He's matured. He's got beaten better since then, supposedly. I get it. But he got knocked out already by Joshua early in his career. Destroyed less than a year ago by Fury. He got a big payday with Fury. Didn't even show up. He was horrible. Horrible. Didn't look as if he had even prepared for the style he was fighting. And let me, please, you great British fans, argue with me on this. Please, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Not when you're wrong. Not when you can't back up the argument. No, something else. Go ahead. Bring it. But not when you're wrong. Please, just sit back and be honest. And just eat your crumpets, have a draft, have a Guinness, and just say, yeah, you know what, Teddy's got a little bit of a point here this time. Okay? Other times, maybe you don't. This time he does. So, he didn't even look as if he had even prepared for the style he was fighting. He offered no resistance at all against Fury. It was embarrassing. And now we're supposed to be ringing the cathedral bells for this fight. I mean, it shouldn't have been happening anyway. Why? White didn't earn it. Joshua has lost 2 fights to a cruiserweight, a special fighter in Usyk, I know, but he's been knocked out by Ruiz. I know he came back and he won. I get it. But he got knocked out by Ruiz on 2 weeks' notice, and I'm supposed to care about him and White? Put him in with Wilder. Go ahead. Put Joshua in with Wilder. Or put him in with the Chinese fighter, Zhili Zhang, who just beat Joyce. Even though he's nothing super either, I'm not saying he is, but either is Joshua. Or put Joshua in with that Philip Hovik. He's 15-0. He's rated in the top somewhere.
Hogovich.
Hovik or whatever's the real way to pronounce it. But don't reward guys like White for losing when they already got their big shot and they made big money.
As soon as the fight was canceled, Ruiz sent a tweet, said he wants the fight. They're talking about Robert Helenius, who's 39 years old, and the guy you're talking about,
He just got knocked dead. He just got knocked dead by what? Look, as far as, here's one other part to it, though. David Haye, right, the former champion over there, good fighter.
Yes.
As far as David Haye coming out saying that Chisora, who's what, he's 42, 43, 44 years old?
Yeah.
Listen, I love Chisora. Yeah. Great warrior. Fought everybody. Great warrior. And Fury, good man. He gave him a payday to go out in his last fight, knocked him out just recently. Chisora has been in nothing but wars, and he does nothing but satisfy the fans. 20 years of wars. He should not be in the ring anymore. He should just be doing what he deserves to do, enjoying life, enjoying the money that he made, what he went through to make that money, enjoying it. He should not, at 44, 43, whatever, with all the punches he's taken, he should not. That would be a terrible risk to put him in again and into that ring. He should not be in that ring. But again, Haye came out saying that Chisora told him a week ago that White Joshua fight wouldn't happen, and Chisora was training to step in. Well, I got one question here, Ken. Do you have this question too? Why didn't Haye say something a week ago then? Why does he wait to now to tell us? Why didn't he say, if he had this great information, this inside thing, why didn't he tell us before? Again, you don't need Colombo brought in to figure that out. And one other thing, he's close friends with Chisora, I believe, right, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to believe that, we're supposed to believe this? And again, who cares? You want to see now Chisora? Really? He just got knocked out, took another beating from Fury. As I said, he's a warhorse. I love him. But you want to see him in there now? I mean, you want to see him? As I said, he shouldn't be fighting anymore. I don't know. And now to your point.
Well, what you asked about Haye,
to your point. Does this whole thing sound a bit fishy, or whatever the frick you want to call it? Fish and chips. We're talking over there, right? Does it sound like fish and chips, or did he just test dirty? I don't know. I really don't know. Why would they be playing games if they were? Because maybe the pay-per-view buys were low, like you said. They wanted out. Again, who knows? Who cares? But give us a real fight that matters. give us a real fight. Give us a fight or give us death, right? We at least no. At least death before someone says, "Oh, Teddy wants death." Unless death of these BS matches.